Okay, advanced students, this is a lesson about tempo and all vocabulary and Italian words that relate to tempo. First of all, tempo means the speed of the music. So whatever song we're playing or singing, that's the speed. So party rock is in the house tonight, that's the tempo. Oh, say, can you see? That's that tempo. So the speed of the music is tempo, right? Now, tempo is measured by something called BPM. And when you use a metronome, you can see on the metronome that there are different numbers to set it to. If I set it to 120 BPM, it sounds like that. If I set it to 60 BPM, it sounds like that. Okay? Now BPM stands for beats per minute. All right, so if I set it to 60 beats per minute, the speed is as fast as a second, like the second hand on a clock, because there are 60 seconds in a minute, so there are 60 beats per minute at that same speed. Okay, if I set it to 120 beats per minute, you'd have 2 clicks for every second. Or if I set it to 180 beats per minute, you'd have 3 clicks for every second. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. All right, or if I set it to 30 beats per minute, which is actually not even on this device, but you'd basically have 1 click for every 2 seconds. And then there are tempos all in between. It doesn't have to be exactly 60 or 120 or 30, but that's just to give you a reference for how we measure beats per minute. So that's one way that we measure tempo. Another way that we measure tempo is kind of in a more general way, using Italian terms for tempo. All right, now last year, if you were in beginning band, you learned 3 tempos. All right, just to review: Allegro, Moderato, and also Andante. Andante is probably the one that you guys remember the most. Andante means a slow walking tempo. And we always remember it because we think about our friend named Dante and we say, "Come on, Dante, you're walking too slow." The song that I like to teach Andante with is the Star Wars sound. Andante, walking slow, walking slow. Andante, walking slow, walking slow. And then we've got Moderato, which is a medium tempo. All right, and the song I like to remember Moderato with is Moderato, medium, Moderato, medium, yum, yum, or dun, 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 Moderato, the SpongeBob theme. All right, and so that brings us to Allegro. Allegro is a fast tempo. Okay, some people think of leg to remind them that it's fast, but the song I like to use for Allegro is Allegro, this is a fast tempo. Allegro, this is a fast tempo. All right, so that's review from last year. You should know those 3. This year, we're going to learn 4 more tempo. All right, so the next one we're going to learn is Presto. Presto means very fast. Okay, And the way I remember it is with this song. I go, presto, very fasto. It's a tempo that we love to play. That's the Flintstones theme. Presto, very fasto. So that's pretty quick, huh? That's very quick tempo. All right? So we've got very fast, we've got fast. And then there's a new tempo that we're going to learn called Allegretto. And that one is a little bit slower than Allegro and a little bit faster than Moderato. So we're going to call that one medium fast. All right? And so it's a little faster than Allegro. So the song, I think of the party rock anthem when I think of this one. Allegretto in the house tonight. Da-na-na-na-na-da-da-da. Allegretto in the house tonight. I don't know if this helps you remember your tempos, everybody, but that's Allegretto. All right, now we're gonna learn two slower tempos. The first one is called Adagio, and that one is slow. All right, so remember Andante. Andante was a slow walking tempo. So you could also think of Andante as medium slow. It's slower than Moderato, right? But it's faster than Adagio, all right? So Adagio just means slow. And the song that I remember Adagio with is Adagio is slow, ba-ra-pa-bum-bum. The Little Drummer Boy. Adagio is slow, ba-ra-pa-bum-bum. Okay, that's slow. And then we're going to learn one more called Largo. And Largo is very slow. And the song I use to remember Largo is just Rain, Rain, Go Away. Largo, very slow, very, very, very slow. That's how I remember Largo. All right, so we have 6 tempos to remember here. Largo, Adagio, in order, Andante, then Moderato, then Allegretto, then Allegro, and then Presto, all right? So some new vocabulary in our advanced band brains this year, okay? And the last thing we're going to look at together is the tempo variations. All right, these are marks that we see in our music that tell us to change the tempo, all right? So, okay, we'll start with the one that you guys should really be familiar with. If you see RIT in your music, that stands for retard or ritardando, and that means to slow down gradually. To slow down gradually. All right, but this year we're going to learn a new term that is basically a synonym for ritardando, meaning it basically means the same exact thing. So if you see RALL in your music, that stands for Rallentando, and it means the same exact thing, to slow down gradually based on what the conductor does, and you follow that. Okay, so you'll probably remember last year we learned the term that means to speed up. So if you see ACCEL in your music, that stands for Accelerando. Is there one L or 2 L's? I can't remember. It's probably one. Accelerando. And that means to speed up gradually. That means to speed up gradually. So those are our 3 tempo variations. And last thing I'm going to teach today, sometimes the composer will slow down with a ritardando or speed up with an accelerando. And then you'll see this term, tempo. If you see the term tempo in your music, it means to return to the original tempo that you started with, right? So if the song is jingle bells, jingle all the way, then we have a ritardando. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-house open sleigh. And then we see a tempo, jingle bells, we return to our original tempo when we see that a tempo marking. All right, so that is our review and lesson for tempos, everybody. So we learned about tempo, we learned about BPM, beats per minute, we learned about our 7 Italian tempo words that tell us how fast the song goes, and we reviewed our tempo variations. So we're going to do a little bit of practice with that over the next couple days. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions.